Hello and welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and happy Bank Holiday Monday if you're in the UK. We get sent a lot of puzzles that are first-time puzzles. This one is one of those. It came in from Azareo, who has been inspired by our videos to take up Sudoku, and then by Jovial's video on how to set a Sudoku to create this one. So that's a real bonus if people are going to watch Jovial's and go, okay, now I have some idea how to set a puzzle. We could get an absolute plethora of great puzzles out of that. So very pleased with how that's worked. Let's try this puzzle today and see how it goes. Just before I do that, of course, our apps are all out. The Thermo app updated recently. You can find the links in the description field, as you can for our Patreon channel, where there is so much going on, including Demonos. Everything Rogan is on fire, proving very popular still. There will be a video out for that by Demono himself, explaining the solution in probably a week and a half, something like that. Anyway, let's have a look at this puzzle. So we've got basically thermo and arrow Sudoku here. So normal Sudoku rules apply. Digits along thermos must increase from the bulb all the way to the end. This one obviously goes there, 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 there. And along arrows, the numbers on the arrow must add up to the number in the circle connected. Now here, obviously, we have an arrow running through there. I think that's fairly clear. It couldn't really be anything else. Okay, so have a go at the puzzle. This, I believe, is not too hard, but we shall see. I've often come across with that kind of approach. And let's get cracking. So, that can't be 6, because if it had a 1, 2, 3 there, that couldn't be 1, 2, or 3. This whole box is filled, but now I suppose whatever you put in the arrow circle in its cells, you can just put the other 6 digits on there in order. These 5 are all in the top row. They have to add up to at least 15. So these 2 circles have to add up to at least 15, but that's not, well, I mean, it keeps that at least 6. Okay, down here, this is more useful, I think, maybe. Whatever's in here, now I'm not allowing that to be 6 because it's clearly adding 4 cells. Since they can't be 1, 2, 3, 4 or anything bigger, which would add up to 10, they must include a repeat. That repeat must be there for the top arrow and in one of those 2 cells, but it must specifically be there and there for the bottom arrow. I don't think it can be 7, because the repeating digit would have to be a 1 both sides, and that would break the row rule. The repeating digit always has to be 1, 2, or 3. So they do 2. Let's just drag that across to this arrow. To this thermo. Could that be 1, 2, or 3? And the answer is going to be no. And I'll explain why. If that was 2 or 3, it obviously couldn't be 1, it's not on a bulb. But this would also have to be from 1, 2, 3 by the thermo rule, and then you'd have 4 cells from 1, 2, 3 in the row, which is impossible. So that is not 2 or 3. This, in fact, must be a 4, because that's the only way we can get to the end of the thermo increasing. So there we go, 1, 2, 3. 8 means this is a 9. That means this isn't a 9. In fact, where does 9 go in this box? Got to be on the end of the thermo. Then this will be the other one of 7 or 8 that isn't in there. 6 is going to have to be here. There's no way 6 can be on an arrow for a 7 or an 8. So this isn't 6 or 9 now. these 5 arrows I said have to add up to at least 15. Well, given what these are now, it can only be 15 or 16. They could both be 8s, remember. But if they were 16, they would be the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. That's the only way you can do that, with 5 different digits. And we've already got the 6 in the top row because of box 1. So in fact, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These add up to 15. It doesn't mean I can mark them in, but it does mean that I know 1 is 8 and 1 is 7. So the 9 in this box has to be here now. The 9 in this box has to be here. Can't be on the beginnings of the thermo. So 9 down here is in one of those two. Any of those 3 and those 3. Oh, not so good in these central boxes. And any of those 3. Okay, so I thought I was going to get somewhere with 9s. I got a few. This can be... Yeah, I mean, this could... Oh, no, hang on. I worked it out with 6 for this cell, that if that was 1, 2, 3, this couldn't be one of 1, 2, or 3. It's exactly the same with 7, because 7 only has 1 makeup. That has to be 1, 2, 4, and then that would have to be from 1, 2, 4 as well. Right. Certainly, sorry, it's only true that 7 has 1 makeup where the digits have to be different, but they do in both these cases. So that's an 8. And now I've worked out these 2 circles add up to 15. That's a 7. Now that's something. Now 8. Yeah, which allows these to be different numbers. There must be a 1, obviously, in that set. Has been ever since we got a 9 there. Therefore, there must be a 1 in that set. Yes. So the 1 in this box can't now be on the 7 arrow. It must be in that cell. Oh, look, by Sudoku, there's a 7 on this thermo. And we know where that goes because the only way to get to the end of the arrow, the end of the thermo increasing, is by putting it there and going 8, 9. Right, so we get a 9 there. 8, 8. Not 8. So 8's in one of those 2 cells. Well, it can't be on the arrow if 9 can't be in the circle. So 8 is the circle here. One of those 2 must be the remaining one of 1, 2, 3. That's not very interesting, actually. 6. Oh, well, 8 can't be in those cells, so 8 is on this thermo in box 3. 6 also now can't be there because they can't be 6, 1, so 6 is on the thermo too. These 2 add up to 7, and these 2 add up to 7 as well. It's either 2, 5, or 3, 4 there. Obviously, a pair of those add up to 7 to go with the 1, and a pair of those add up to 7 to go with the 1. So that and that must add up to 7. So that one is 2 or 3. I thought I would be all over this 9 repeating thing, but actually I haven't made much progress with that. Right, 8 and 8. Surely 8 can't be on those bits of the thermo. No, 8 goes in there. And there, can't be on that arrow. That would be a mad total. Right, so 8 there. And we've done all 8s. Good grief. Now, 7. I don't think 7's going to get onto the arrow. So 7 has to go in one of these 2 cells. And it can't be there because 8 and 9 have gone in the box already. So 7 is placed. 7 will be in one of those 2. One of those 2. Oh, 6 as well. There's no way 6 is on the arrow. No, it can't be. So 6 is there. If 6 was on the arrow, it would have to add up to 10 at a minimum, is basically 1, 2, and 1. So that's now a 7-6 pair. Haven't looked at this arrow at all. This cell can only be 2, 3, 4, or 5, so it can't be 2. This is now made up of 2 of the numbers from 1 to 4 to make a maximum of 5. This 1, 2, 3 triple that we got early on, gives a naked single 5 here. 6 or 7 there. Now, can I not do this arrow yet? Look, this, I was going to say this can't be 3, but it can. 3, 4, 1, 1 is okay. 3, 3, 1, 2. Oh, there's lots. It does seem to work in various ways. I'm getting a bit confused by the fact that I can't make this work. There from 1, 2, 3, or 4. 9 is in one of... 9, sorry. That pencil marking of 9 was absolutely bogus. And in fact, 9s have been resolvable for some time. There we go, that's better. 1, 2, 3, 4, obviously in these cells, but 4 could be on these. I just don't know. Are they repeats? Is that the repeat or is that the repeat? I can't see a way to work this out. Right, let's do something else then. 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 5, 4, 9, 8. This. No, I don't know. 1, 2, and 3 must be. 2 of them are there. 1 must be on the arrow. 4, 5, 9, 8. So this is 6 or 7, forming part of a 6, 7 pair. So the 5. Oh, that was how to see it. Sorry. Given the pencil marking I had, this had to be 5. Right. There we go. 3. I got to it the back way, as I often do. That's repeated there. So that's a 1, 2. This is now 3. Still, I don't quite know. This could still go 3, 4 or something. Could that be a 1? Then you'd have 2s there and a 4 here. Yes, it certainly could. If that was a 2, you'd have 1s here and a 5 here, which is impossible. So that's not a 2. So it's 1 or 3. 1, 3, 5. If it's a 1, we end up with a 4 here. If it's a 3, these have to be 1s. And we end up with a 4 here again. Oh, that's absolutely peculiar. How brilliant. So that's... But I still don't know how the rest of the arrow resolves. But I get a 4. So that's not a 4. Got a 1, 2 pair there. Right. Now, 3 or 4 on the arrow. I'm having a hard time working this out. Okay, let's use the 1, 2 pair to place the 1 at the top. That's a 1. One of those is a 1. Just take the wrong key. One of those is a 1. 7, 2, 3, 8, 9, 6. This is very clever, but I'm not finding it straightforward, as you can see. So this isn't 1, but we knew that. Can that be a 4? That would be a 3. Those would both be 1s. Yes, that can work. That is 1 or 2. 3, 8, 9, 6, 7 in the box, 5, 4 in the row. Now I've got a 1, 2 pair that is useful. Okay, the other way of getting at that would be asking where does a 3 go in this row? A question I never managed to ask, but would have been really helpful. Right, that makes the blue cells 1s. Let's uncolour them. Now that's a 2. 2 is the repeated digit. So this can't be a 3, or it would have to go 2, 3, 2, 2. So that's a 4. This is a 1, 2 pair. Oh, we know which way round they go. Right, so that whole deep space galaxy has been revealed by our Hubble approach. 1 there, 3, 4 pair here, 6 here. We've got a 5, 7 pair in the column. These are 2 and 3. So these are 4 and 5. So is that. That's still not quite finished. Right, that 1 gave us a 2 here. So we have a 1, 4, 5 triple in there. Sorry, that 4 has made this a 5. That's 2. This is 3, 4, 5. Box 1 is suddenly complete. This is a 5. So this is a 3, 4 pair up here. Don't actually know which way round yet, but I can fill in the 4, 6 and 3 in row 2. That's a 6. 1, 2, 7 to go. Don't know. I'm going to have to do this now. 3 and 2 have been ruled out of there. So that's a 1, 4 pair making 5. That's where 5 goes. 4, 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5, 2. That's 3 or 4. It's a 3 because we've got a 1, 4 pair in the box. This is a very nice puzzle. Really like the way this has unfolded. 2, 1, 7. That's going to fix the remaining pairs in rows 4 and 5. And this is now a 2. This 6, 7 pair has been done by that 7 as well. And that is the completed puzzle. We have probed the depths, the deep field, and got to this. There we go. Lovely puzzle from Azareo. I hope you had a go at that. That really unwound in a very pretty manner, I thought. Really interesting arrow arrangement down here, coinciding with the thermo. Very nice setting, and most entertaining. Thank you very much for watching. As always, do subscribe if you haven't already, and see you soon on the channel. Bye for now.